Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here, especially at £25 a ticket. Now,
27.
It's £27 a ticket. So, I know that you aren't allowed to heckle, so I just wanted to share with you some beautiful words of encouragement, which I've got from my good friends Mark and Steve, who told me 27 fucking pounds. We have been ignoring you for free for over 20 years. In fact, we would pay you £27 to shut the fuck up. So just for you, Mark and Steve, I'm going to offer all the other ladies and gentlemen value for money by doing three things. First, I'm going to cure you of bitterness and negativity in your miserable, miserable, pathetic lives. Second, I'm going to give you a better role model so that you can live better lives. And third, I'm going to cure you of your crippling, crippling fear of sexual intimacy and inadequacies in the bedroom. So, just to let you know, starting with one, curing everybody of negativity. So this section is going to involve closing our eyes. Now, I've performed a risk assessment, and anyone near Kieran, do not fucking close your eyes. Look at that face in excruciating detail, ask his name and address, his height, and take a photo for later if possible. Anybody else sat near a dodgy stranger, please, for fuck's sake, do the same. For anybody else who's just sat by their spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, long-term friend, I'd just like you to take a moment to just stare lovingly into their eyes and remember you're looking at the person statistically most likely to murder you. In fact, there's a break coming up, so you can discuss how and why later. But first, I'd like you all to close your eyes and breathe in and breathe out. And if still keeping your eyes closed, you could think of the most inspiring piece of film, book, or media that you've ever experienced in your life. And breathe in and breathe out. And Sally Cortese, because you're a terrible, terrible mother, I've been told by your son Felix to pick on you and ask, what's your inspiring thing? Wrong! So, Sally, the answer that I was actually looking for, and Felix inspiring film, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. And the reason the most inspiring film available to all of you to cure you from negativity and help make your miserable, miserable lives better is because no matter how bad your day is going, you've not eaten shit out of a gaudy martini glass for the amusement of 400 million people. But with that done, I think 1 ticked off, it does move on to number 2, better role models, as, let's face it, you all knew what 2 Girls, 1 Cup was, so I think it's fair to say that you need better role models. Now, seeing as the attempt at audience interaction with Sally was a fucking car crash, I'm not going to ask anybody who their role model is, and also, I'm fairly certain Kieran's going to say Hitler. If I wanted to hear that, I would have performed in Rotherham, not Leeds. So, answers that I could have expected from the audience, apart from Hitler, could have included Nelson Mandela, Harold Shipman, sort of like Mother Teresa, and Gandhi, various other inspiring figures. Again, all of these answers are wrong, because the correct role model for everybody to have is Bandit Healer from Bluey.
He's back.
Because for those of you who don't know him, he's a cartoon dog, he's a father, he's an archaeologist, constant source of energy, sort of like doing things to make the world a better and happier place, when he could quite comfortably be at home sucking his own dick. Because he's a dog. And let's face it, I don't think Nelson Mandela would have left Robben Island if he could suck his own dick. If he could polish Nelson's column, apartheid wouldn't have ended. Which conveniently leads us to my third and final promise, which was to cure people's crippling fears of intimacy and inability to perform in the bedroom. Now, you may not realise this, but I've actually been performing for over 5 minutes without finishing. And I've done this for other people's enjoyment, not for my own. But I'm nowhere near climaxing, so I'm going to go to the toilet and leave everybody else to sort myself out. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
Walk along the road.